You got to be careful of the company you keep. You know you must be doing something right if old people like you. If I can make a teacher's salary doing comedy, I think that's better than being a teacher. You know, be able to do something great in your life. You're gonna have to realize your failures. You're gonna have to embrace them and figure out how to overcome it. Dave Chappelle. The higher up I went, the less happy I was. My generation is under-entertained. There's something about doing stand-up that's cathartic. I'm an introspective dude. You can't get unfamous. You can get infamous, but you can't get unfamous. Fame for me is like a place, a country I'm taking a tour through. When I'm on stage, I get real happy there. Maybe that's the only time in my adult life I feel like myself. One of the things that happens when people make the leap from a certain amount of money to tens of millions of dollars is that the people around you dramatically change. I got a lot of positive people around me. Dave Chappelle. I get a little heated when I talk about the past, but I wanted to be clear, I'm not mad at anybody, not anymore. I just always loved stand-up. It's like magic. You say something and a whole room full of people laughs together. Say something else, they laugh again. The fact that people come to see that and participate in that, I don't know, it's just like magic. Being famous is great, it's not like bad or horrible or anything. I'm cool with failing so long as I know that there are people around me that love me unconditionally. Dave Chappelle. Every Black American is bilingual, all of them. We speak street vernacular and we speak job interview. Dave Chappelle. My father told me, name your price in the beginning. If it ever gets more expensive than the price you name, get out of there. I love Ohio. Dave Chappelle. I care about the work I do, but I'm not going to say that money's not an issue, because I was surrounded by so much negativity at some point that it took me going back and doing stand-up to realize, you know, people really like me. I got real important relationships in my life that are very empowering relationships. I think every group of black guys should have at least one white guy in it. The world can't tell you who you are. You've just got to figure out who you are and be there, for better or worse. My wife asked me once if I weren't a comedian what I would do. I couldn't answer the question. I never imagined doing anything else. I'm famous today. People like me today might not like me tomorrow. You can't count on it. I don't normally talk about my religion publicly because I don't want people to associate me and my flaws with this beautiful thing. And I believe it is beautiful if you learn it the right way. The hardest thing to do is to be true to yourself, especially when everybody is watching. I felt in a lot of instances I was deliberately being put through stress, because when you're a guy who generates money, people have a vested interest in controlling you. Comedy is a very approval-oriented field. Dave Chappelle. Whether it means having a show, or a movie, or just being on a stage, I need an avenue to say what I have to say. Most of the people around me have a vested interest in how much money I make. You know, so a celebrity could find themselves in a position where people could have meetings about their life without them involved. And when I say their life, I mean not their professional life either. They could talk about their personal life. After a while, a joke, if you say it too much, just becomes contrived or fake-sounding. The worst thing to call somebody is crazy. It's dismissive. I was doing sketches that were funny, but socially irresponsible. I felt I was deliberately being encouraged and I was overwhelmed. Dave Chappelle. The only thing harder than leaving show business is coming back. I love being famous. It's phenomenal. Dave Chappelle. I don't care if I ever work in TV again. Dave Chappelle. I love my jokes. America, I appreciate you liking me. I've been a comedian since I was 14, but I've never really been a CEO. Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle.